Well, whether walking dogs or delivering takeout, more people are taking up side hustles in addition to their current jobs. There's a new study out that shows that nearly 40% of Americans have a side hustle. Nathan Fort from Vital Retirement Planners is here to talk about how you can maximize your earnings and what you should consider before taking a second job. Good morning. Thanks for joining us again. And so why do you think more people are taking up side hustles? Things are just so expensive, right?
Yeah, things are tight. Inflation is still up 3% from where it was last year. So of the 40% of Americans that have a side hustle, 1 in 3 of them actually need that additional income to cover their living expenses. And what's interesting is the average side hustler is making about $800 a month, and the generation that's leading the pack is millennials.
That's interesting. You know, we just did a story about teachers taking on side hustles, local teachers, because they just aren't.
Well, it's never been easier with the technology, the apps. It's just really easy to do it.
So what do we need to know if we want to take on a side hustle? Like tax implications, all that, Nathan?
There are tax implications for sure. If you're making more than $400 in a year, it's not a lot, you could do that pretty quickly, that is taxable income. Now, if you're getting paid more than $600 from a digital payment platform like PayPal or Venmo, you have to file for income in 2023 a 1099-K. There's going to be a lot of those. The IRS is anticipating 4 million 1099-Ks next year.
Wow. Okay, so if we make more than 400, how can we put that to good use?
Well, you always have to have a plan. You know, I talk about the 3 C's of financial planning. Have clarity, for one. Take control, and then you have confidence, right? So clarity would be know what your needs are, know what your investment needs are, have an idea for how much income you're going to need in the future and what kind of asset you're going to have to accumulate to do that. And get some clarity about the types of vehicles that are available to you. For young people in particular, Roth IRAs are great. Kids can have Roth IRA contributions as long as they have earned income. That money is not taxed when you withdraw it later on down the road, as long as those withdrawals are qualified. Pay off debts, you know, those high interest debts can be a real heartburn for a lot of people.
Yeah, the credit
so that
cards,
extra income,
right?
You know, you can knock those out and have a little more powder for investments, and that's going to help you in the long run.
You mentioned the young folks. What about older people who are interested in the side gigs? What do they need?
A couple things to be careful of. If you're receiving Social Security benefits, for example, if you're filing and you are not yet full retirement age, so you're younger than full retirement age, there are earnings limits. Meaning if you earn more than $21,000 and change in a year, you're going to have to start giving back some of your Social Security benefits. So for every $2 above that limit, you're going to have to give $1 back to Social Security. So that's something you want to keep in mind, in addition to obviously extra income maybe pushing you into higher tax brackets. So you just, again, clarity. You've got to be clear about how this extra income is going to benefit you, but then also what potential problems are you going to have to maneuver?
Yeah, I never even thought about that for folks in that older bracket. What else do we need to know if we're diving into the side hustle?
Well, again, make sure there's a strategy, have an idea for what you're going to do with the extra income. If you don't have an idea for it, if you don't have a plan for it, you're typically not going to do the best thing with it, right? You're going to be shooting from the hip, and you're going to be impulsive, and it's never been easier to buy stuff, right? On Amazon, you could buy whatever you need on your phone if you have service. So make sure there's a strategy that is in alignment with your long-term goals, and meet with a financial professional to help you navigate some of those nuances so you get the best out of every dollar you can put to work for you.
The 3 C's, people. Nathan Fort, if you have any questions, give him a call. Thank you again so much for sharing your expertise.
Good to be with you.
Yes, good to be with you too.